You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey. DJ Dork Genius.
This is all just perfect timing just to do a little rhyming. Yeah, I'm grinding, you can tell by my persona. I got time and time is money, got it clocking. I ain't stopping to the fat lady screaming, where's the rhyming? I ain't bombing, but that ass a little fat. I think it's time to get behind it. Let me grab it, trying to squeeze it like I'm trying to put a lime in. Yeah, I'm big just like a lineman, but I got a little stamina. Just a character, I would put head up for Safaria. It's mass hysteria, but I'm a hipster. Smoke a lot of weed and I sip a little scissor. Must've missed her, I heard you snitch and use a lizard. And if you bring the fire, I got the ice just like a blizzard. Bitch, this the king that you talking to. Name ring bells, hit a bing when I walk it through. I'll get cocky too, and when I spin it's like a hockey puck. I just got shot at you and I won't lie to you. I'm viable, the most reliable. I'm a player, nigga. You's a hating nigga. So I keep my foot on the throttle when I'm racing niggas. I keep my pace with niggas to see who fake it, nigga. If you hit it to the top, I'm here, don't need to chase a nigga. Fuck them niggas in the bag, they the opposition. I've been chillin' on the tile, carries my position. I say you niggas hatin' should be on a money mission. Fuck what you heard, niggas know I'm about to blow like pistons. Fuck them niggas in the bag, they the opposition. I've been chillin' on the tile, carries my position. I say you niggas hatin' should be on a money mission. Fuck what you heard, niggas know I'm about to blow like pistons, blow like pistons, blow like pistons, blow like pistons, blow like pistons.
Shit, I've been silent from the beginning, that's the only thing I know. If you never hustle, never get it, that's the only thing I know. Working good, eating, and pretty women, that's the only thing I know. All you gotta do is make the meeting and we can make it a go. I ain't been asleep in about a week. I'm on in counting G's and counting sheep. Changing up my latitude and longitude degrees. Pay me no mind, you get it for free. Up my hustlenomics, up my net worth. The money call to the point it's making my head hurt. Now that's a problem I can deal with real quick. I'm from the land of chitlins and chicken gizzard. I'm plotting on getting bigger, but still I gotta remember that every necklace that glitter ain't gold. Gangrene on your throat, that's common sense I suppose. I had to get that shit together like a smile in the coat. I can teach you the ropes if you down to listen to the couple of things that I know. Come on, come on, I know what you want. Come on, my name, yeah. I know what you want. Come on, my name. Come on. Shit, I've been silent from the beginning, that's the only thing I know. If you never hustle, never get it, that's the only thing I know. Working good, eating, and pretty women, that's the only thing I know. All you gotta do is make the meeting and we can make it. With my thumb and my pointer finger, I pinch the lips of the pool.
The new divine, the type to find the root of evil. Supervising truth and lies, the loopy mind, the guy behind it too cerebral. My new believers, I got way too much to prove to people. Chip on my shoulder, that's super ego. Closing my eyes and I shoot the free throw. Look up in the skyline thinking about it, I'm peeking behind every door. Shout to my youngin', I'm coming to fuck up the throne. Y'all niggas talking about how to get it on your own. Set up the studio, making records in my home. Like, look what you did, y'all created a monster. Like I'm left field out in Boston. And the flex real going bonkers. I'll be honest, I'm a problem.
Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all love me. Back then they didn't want me, back then like back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot, they all love me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot.
Back then they didn't want me, now.
Tryna turn that booger to a foreign. Yeah. Yeah, from rags to riches, tryna turn that booger to a foreign. My mind running 1,000,000 miles, ain't no slowing down. I can't worry about the less important. I've been running from my pain. I don't wanna hurt no more. I'm tryna ball. Yeah, sacrifice and put my life on the line with money call. The weight on my shoulders make it urgent. I put my all.
some. Before they kill me, they gon' feel some. Yeah,
I don't wanna be a has-been. That struggling shit is past tense. That broke shit ain't show up to class. I think he absent. My soul cold beat it, grew up in the gutter. Now the Lex on 4G wheels, butterscotch leather. I remember I ain't had shit. Remember hiding my first rack under the mattress. Nas masses. I am a product of the ghetto. Version of the street life that most niggas echo. Started with a kibble, then turned it to a brick. I ain't gon' lie, I had help from all you hating ass tricks ballin'. Like the season wasn't interrupted, grinding like a motherfucker. Money still the same subject. Get it while I'm here, leave it when I'm gone. Little badass nigga banging, pocket full of stones.
Just want the ball.
And pass it to them so they can eat right. A legend in my own light, LeBron of the street life.
From rags to riches, tryna turn that book into a foreign. My mind running 1,000,000 miles, ain't no slowing down. I can't worry about that less important. I've been running from my pain. I don't wanna hurt no more. I'm tryna ball. Yeah, sacrifice and put my life on the line with money call.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
Yo. Hey, if this ain't lit, then what you call it? Shooters on my line, don't make me pick up the car jet. Liquor in they system, got them thinking they can all spit. But we just up and smoke them on some Cheech and Chong shit. Light them up, they ain't really seeing the divine.
We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds till we officially start.
Monitors, I need my commas up and that's period. Seen them posted on the gram, but never stepped aside. No, they ain't serious, bitch, I'm outside. Too many rappers looking for clout rides. I'm the truth and you can see it in the crowd's eyes. Always humble, I ain't worried about the crowd size. This for my family and my niggas, I don't count pride. Niggas be on cloud 9 thinking we comparable. No metaphors or parables, delivery is terrible. You're looking at a rare go, niggas got me in pharaoh mode. Now everybody got voices but couldn't baritone. Let me zone out. Pull up to the spot, you need to go now. You got a couple rounds and we got more rounds. See we can really show you how it go down.
Keep going.
Let me zone out. Pull up to the spot, you need to go now. You got a couple rounds and we got more rounds. See we can really show you how it go down.
I'ma show 'em how it go down. Total vibes hit me for that future, we gon' dumb out. Roscoe, show out. Status in this bitch, roll something we can smoke out. Niggas always on some hating shit, but ain't got no clout. Now I be in the cut, waiting like a marksman. Caution, loading the Smith & Wesson to off 'em. No open casket. Matter of fact, even if my pops was around, I'm still a motherfucking bastard. Got a lot of shit up on my chest, feel like I can't breathe. I got your head and shoulders shampoo and make your brain freeze. Fuck nigga, talk aggressive, lesson what I'm gonna teach. Niggas in the back of the game somewhere I can't reach. Catch me on the scene with some lean and I ain't sharing. If I can't profit, I don't even know what business is. Fucking up some comments, you would think I'm on some future shit. But I'm like Khaled, all the nigga really do is win.
Let me zone out. Pull up to the spot, you need to go now. You got a couple rounds and we got more rounds. See if we can really show you how it go down.
Let's go.
Let me zone out. Pull up to the spot, you need to go now. You got a couple rounds and we got more rounds. See if we can really show you how it go down.
37 seconds.
Yeah, I should probably never rap again, man, I'm getting too old. I can't mess with these goofy rappers, they ain't never had the flow. Yeah, man, I'm about to really make it, at the least I'm gon' go. Every time I hop up on a beat, can't nobody ignore. Cancel culture running rampant, I wonder where they had the rampage. I be flying higher with the dampest, bring the light lighter than the lampest. Meditating like a mantis, trying to figure out all the answers. Killing giants like I'm an anthill, I got fire ants for you cancers. All you rappers prancing like Prancer, trying to build a class and advance it. I just drip like faucet and pass it. I must hydrate all of the masses.
You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey. DJ Dork Genius.
What's happening? It's your boy C-Los, and you now rocking with one of the livest music review shows across the nation. That Dorky Music Review Show. Tap in and tap out, man. Fucking with Chris nonsense, you know what I'm talking about? It's your boy C-Los, the YBLENT for Lizard. Get down and lay down, baby. Real artistry, you feel what I'm talking about? We bringing that real, authentic lyricist shit back. You feel me? It's a Young Black and Loud thing on mine. What up?
Autobots, share the stream.
fell asleep when I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
All right, another day, another Dorky. If you are here for the first time, pretty much we're a live music reaction and review show for independent artists, producers, and bands across the globe. We are live a little bit early today, but we always usually do like two, shifts, one in the morning, one in the evening, if we can do the morning episodes, freaking that all. And I try to start them a little bit earlier, but I got all kinds of stuff going on. But pretty much we're a live music reaction and review show for independent artists, producers, and bands across the globe. If you guys have music yourself, send it in to my email. That's ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com. We will listen to each record and give it our honest opinion, 1 to 10 in terms of a score, if you prefer not to say anything. But details are important, right? If you do like or dislike something, any bit of information of why or why not will always help the artist potentially make a better record, or just vice versa, just going into future records, with that information of what can make certain things better or whatnot. It is free to submit to our show, but you can pay to skip the line if you do not want to wait in that free line, or if you have more than one of your records that you want played in a back-to-back fashion, we will oblige that as well. In addition, today, all skips that are put in that are paid, we will record them as skip and clip spotlight review reactions, so we will be uploading those to our TikTok, YouTube, IG, and vice versa. Hold on, because I'm still trying to share it out and stuff like that. We will be uploading it to our platforms as we do with the skip and clip spotlight reviews. And so we'll let you guys know what's up, unless you guys opt out for that. If you like, I just want to regularly skip, I don't really want to record it yet because I'm still working on stuff, it's all good, just let us know. But discounting the skip and clips today, and of course if we happen to reach 100, 200, or 300 by the end of today's episode, we as usual will do the giveaways before we head out today and stuff like that. So for those who want to win free beats, free mixes and masters, free skips, free features, free merch, and more, there you go.
I think I've taken too many drugs and I'm in another universe, and I was trying to get buzzed in the studio and do a verse, but now I'm seeing an image of Coolio on Jupiter. If I was in the hospital, I probably want to do the nurse. Out of all 80s movies, I'm watching Ferris Bueller first. I'll walk right up to a bully and be like, homie, do your worst. If you don't got any gas, a freaking Razor scooter works. This one ain't for the kiddies, so Super Steve, you can curse. I'm spaced out and I probably took.
All right, is that it? Oh, don't send Tidal or Apple Music links, as we do not have accounts with either of those, so it'll be a waste of time. I'd end up just having to search it on YouTube or any other platform anyways. So do try to send the proper links of your song or MP3. Wave is fine, but again, if you send it any other way than iCloud, when it comes to that Wave, it does take a little bit longer to download and get to. But I appreciate you guys. Scared the shit out of people. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into the lineup, see what we got this morning, and essentially go from here, man. I appreciate you guys for tapping in, of course, as always, and it is an honor. Aw, man, I just closed my Spotify, and the first one we got has got to be a Spotify, you son of a bitch. Hold on, now I got to reopen it. I usually close it just so I'm not lagging on any of the platforms with as much stuff that I have up on screen at the same time. I mean, like, let me see. I mean, I should just stop saying Spotify freaking too, because it does take, like, what just happened? I tried to upload it. I tried to open it and then it just closed or something like that. Hold on. There it goes. Let's see. Hopefully this opens. Hopefully this opens. The thing. I'll be snapping.
Go crazy. Oh shit. Beer gang. I don't care if you white
Red the rapper.
Black man, gang, green man.
Wait, is this?
Korean man, Arabian man.
Hold on. Why is it going to that? If it's supposed to be Prodigy. That was weird. Okay, let me turn my thing off. What a thing in the chat. There's a lot of time where you been, where you at. A lot of times I don't even think that
They pass it to me, so rock-a-bye, baby. You sure you wanna ride? You might get drove crazy. Bars 8 miles long, this flow is so shady. He beats like Eminem's, a big bag will not faze me. Yeah, so I'm secure in the bag. And this is a better verse than any verse I could have. I spit cursive Shakespeare, I rehearse on that ass. Big plays on Broadway, they gon' know about the cat. There's no brakes in this car, so I just blow through the gas. I got a blunt in the hose, can't blow smoke up this ass. Laugh at these bars, I'm here clowning in class. I came to rock the boat and I just hope it don't crash. Watch me jog like Morant, Suberg can't guard her. It's all cannonballs, big splash in the water. Dangerous in the field and I am the lone starter. I just sneezed on it, then bless it, Dwayne Carter. I'm happy I failed, it's about to make me famous. My identity born, Durka, Matt Damon. I'm Ben Affleck, up to Batman, there's no caving. This game you playing's like Contra, no there's no saving. I'm on a different level, I spirit bond, I'm Super Saiyan. My bars stick together to the end like the weigh-ins. Stay in the house, I'm trying to find where the play is. Color you a picture, man, go with the crayons. Mango with the... Just every time, I feel like I spit bars and they might go over your head, but I'm the heat to the grill, no mistake, I'm George Foreman. These moms really love me cause my meat game enormous. Yeah. Baby, I'm gorgeous. Verse of the century, I stick around like a tortoise. I'm a beautiful biatch like the shorelines in Florida. Forget it, it don't matter. No man porter, I'm strong like a wall. I put metal in mortar. Money too long, so now the struggle getting shorter. My house was worth pennies, now my cat has his quarters. I never cut corners, I worked hard to afford it. I give you Instagrams, I know I never short it. And when I grow up, I wanna be just like Jordy. Every bar I touch turns to gold like Midas. They remember me like I am the Titans, about to fuck the country up like the Bidens. I open these third eyes, you're leaving enlightened. I'm scared of my talents, don't do no ghost writing. I hope Kenny hit me and tell me I'm just like him. Sean Connery calls and begs for me to knight him. Cease and desist letter from Webster to stop writing. Damn, can they really do that? Can they like take me to court for just being the definition of real? I don't think so. So we're just gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Jesus on the beat, how I'm walking right on it. If I ain't come inside it, just be glad I came on it. A beekeeper, gay block, and I keep hornets. I really ball, I'm like Mike, I'm like Jordan. They not buzzing like me, cause I am important. I never mow ratted, so she go where I order. Django, a free man, for me there's no borders. I collect checks, I keep stacks like house hoarders. I bulldog, I got bites, shout out Georgia. My book holy, he really blew, like the Torah. I guess sorta. Whatever. I've been champ, got found out on my 30s. I always give thanks while I be cooking a turkey. They try to say I ain't great, just stick the 8 on my jersey. Break up with the rap game, I don't think it deserved me. Never repeat words, cause this verse ain't a Furby. I can't see competition, I must be blind fury. Order for pickup so I can leave in a hurry. I say it with my chest so I know that they heard me.
That was Prodigy by Red the Beat Bully. What do y'all think about that? 1 to 10, any and all feedback is welcome. I appreciate your style, right? Because it's very chill, somewhat deadpan, but you can hear the personality within there. You know, you can hear you know, you're one to get in there and, you know, spit some bars and stuff like that. There's always gonna be that part of me that's gonna want you guys potentially to have, you know, choruses to break up, you know, each verse and really give you a streamlined sort of a place to go within, you know, your song or whatnot, right? A theme essentially, right? You know, bars were still, you know, on point though. I feel like a music video would do this record justice. Production was nice as well. Nothing too crazy. It's what on your album? Number 5. Number 5, and you gave us at least 3 minutes and 48 seconds, which we do appreciate. I am a stickler for like almost every syllable sometimes matching up with what we're rhyming with, and so my only criticism was sort of like the first line, where, hold on, let me go back to it real quick. First line where you didn't necessarily rhyme exactly, it was sort of like go back to it. Come on.
Yeah. Miles long, this flow is so shady. They pass it to me, so rock-a-bye, baby.
Where the frick did it go? Where the frick did it go? Like, matter of fact, I'm a deacon in the dome.
They pass it to me, so rock-a-bye, baby. You sure you wanna ride? You might get drove crazy.
So that, bye baby, drove crazy, right? I know crazy and baby are what you chose to rhyme with, but I'm always like, you know, trying to figure out how every syllable can sort of, you know, match up in there. And so I probably would have thought a little bit more about what or how I could say things. Like end up saying drive crazy probably would have been the better thing, but the way that you were writing it, I see you know, why you did what you did. But again, I think there's more time in there to make sure that you can rhyme with it. But then after that, you did rhyme with sort of like where you went and sort of like try to continue it from that point. You know, I suppose a little bit of unpredictability is not necessarily a bad thing, so there's always room for improvement in that. But yeah, big salute to that. Appreciate you. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the next record. What did you say? You said I feel like I feel like even though the flow was subtle, the energy was bland and could have put some passion behind it. My thing is this though, right? I only require a little bit more energy if the beat itself, you know, feels like if it's more hype than what the artist is doing, right? If the beat has a very chill kind of energy, something chill, again, just a little bit of a drum pattern with maybe give or take one person playing acoustic guitar, right? Like you could do that. Let me sit down and rap my shit sort of freaking solid, whatnot. But if there's more, right? If you were to add like an electric guitar or certain elements that sort of make the energy ramp up within the production, then yeah, I 100% agree. More energy, more personality will allow it to flare up a little bit, right? Because you do want to sort of flare up a little bit, right? Because you do want to sort of to dictate what the people are going to do. It really depends on if you do want the people to get more hype and, you know, everybody jumping around, throwing their hands in the air. You want that, you know, definitely more energy within the energy that you're using, more personality, have super, you know, fun with it. But the vibe that he's giving is more of that slight deadpan. I'm just staring at the camera while things are happening around me, or I'm laying down while it's happening. You know what I'm saying? It's just the chill. I'm just depressed. I don't give a shit. But also, you know, I'm weird, and you know what I mean? Like I like that energy with the right you know, situation or whatnot. Where you say good job nonetheless, indeed and indeed. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for listening. Appreciate you for sending in So good job with that. Nick Lowe, you are up next. We are back in the free line again. Let's go ahead and plop you in this. Again, all paid skips today will be recorded and made into skipping clips so we can post it over the next week and or the weekend as it comes, to our head or whatnot. We'll see what's up and who ends up being that, if any. But for now, we are just in the free line. None of these will be recorded, at least by me. Let's see. This one's a YouTube.
Mr. YouTube Man.
What do you say? Yo? Did you say yo? Or yo? Man, I gotta wait for ads and stuff. I gotta wait for ads and stuff. Alright. This is Nick Lowe with There Were Times. Last record was on Spotify. This one's on YouTube.
I know there were times you didn't believe that I would be the same man. Turn around and make things right.
Appreciate y'all for the likes, shares, tags.
I will ever change, and I'm still the only man in your life. I know there were times you didn't believe that I would be the same man. Turn around and make things right. I know there were times you never knew that I would ever change, and I'm still the only man in your life. I never knew, I never seen myself. The only option I had was take a step and make things better. When I knew I had to wait, had to change to some better things. Now it seems strange, cause I got myself together. Now you can't believe all the bad things that I've done. All the days I didn't come home, let it go. I knew I was wrong. Now I finally can make it work. Making things better, we can live forever. Even through a rough storm, we can make it through the weather. It's slowly gonna get greater. I know there were times you never knew that I would ever change, and I'm still the only man in your life. I know there were times you didn't believe that I would be the same man. Turn around and make things right. I know there were times you never knew that I would ever change, and I'm still the only man in your life. I remember I didn't see my way through, but never lost the love and support from you. All these years just to see what's really true, just to know it's real life. Ain't worried, you can say whatever. I'm a big stepper, and I got it together. It ain't nothing you can tell me, make me leave what's for me. You will see. I know there were times you didn't believe that I would be the same man. Turn around and make things right. I know there were times. Turn around and make things right. I know there were times you never knew that I would ever change, and I'm still the only man in your life.
I know there were times when I didn't want to rhyme and face it. A lot of that times I wanted to go get my PlayStation and then put it in the box and think it send it to. Okay, let me go ahead and hit this button right here, which claps. I know there were times. Again, he's got that in-between life music and gospel vibes that he's very consistent within. You can hear the pain and the passion within his vocals and just tones that he goes through. I just can't wait to see some of these records in that live fashion with the live band and everything, and I don't know if you can play piano. I don't know if I've ever asked that. But if it's something that you can do, being able to do the live like candid or Tiny Desk version of this, it's something that I primarily want every artist to eventually be able to get to. But if you have that voice where you don't necessarily need a bunch of effects and stuff like that, and you're really able to get in there with that pain that we hear, like that's the kind of stuff that will allow people to feel what you're doing a little bit more or whatnot, man. And then again, if you don't know what life music is, when I describe life music on the show, You know, it's pretty much that music about the pain, the struggle, your pain, your struggle, the streets pain and struggle, and you striving to get through, and you know, whatever that may be that helps you get up there. You know, that's really what a lot of the records are, you know, about and for. I never hear a beat like that and then somebody not like coming with actual content, right? That's real, because it just won't allow someone like me to go on there and just like they say some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not that kind of style, and I don't think people would feel it in that same way. I can't get on there and talk about video games and Star Wars and shit. It just doesn't fit, right? So you know it when you know, you hear it though. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what you say. Said I gotta be in Foodie LFO. What you talking about? Shout out the top. What's freaking good? You said what's on his voice? You know what I'm saying? A flanger, something throwing that vibrato off. And then he was like, Rod Wave. Rod Wave. He said, play my song game. So there's a line. Anytime you come to a review show, especially like mine, there is a free line and there's a paid skip line. If you don't want to wait, if you want your record played next and immediately, you have to pay to skip the line in order for that to happen. Otherwise, you must get in that line at all, like period, and then wait patiently for your record to be played. But always know we are always live simultaneously on several platforms. We're not just on the TikTok side. So there are those on the YouTube and or Twitch waiting for their record just as you. But yeah, get your thing in there so you can hang out, chill with us, grab a later along. Appreciate your likes, Reg. Thank you. Thank you. And then let me see what else. I think we're good on that end. Let me jump back over here. And what you said it's in a 2-song. Just dropped the album, so the skipping clip is the perfect thing. All right, give me a second. We'll sort of load that up and gotcha. We actually, oh, hold up. We might have one before that. Marco the Prophet. Let's get you in because his was a Insta. Let me make sure we got you up here. And I'm assuming this one is, I don't want to say your last name and stuff, but I think I got it. So let me throw that in first, and then we'll get you in.
Sorry, did you say you were bumping Atari? That's a game system, hey listen, are we gonna play all these games at the party while the people are drinking Bacardi? See the look on my face, I'm retarded. Man, I'm dumb and will say shit regardless. What you think I will pee on your garden? I'm a dork and I hope you ain't fucking offended. Man, I've been a rapper since I was pretending that I was a rapper, but I was just kidding. But actually, after that, man, I was spitting shit really. This isn't nonsense if it isn't silly. Man, what the dilly with chili from TLC? Man, I'll clean my whole ass with a seashell. Debo don't punch her, you know that's a female. I'm chilling.
We got Marco the Prophet coming up right now. Y'all know the drill. Give us a 1 to 10 in the chat. Any and all feedback is and will always be welcome. As of course we are right now in, As of course we are right now in the skip and clip of such and whatnot. Again, we got Marco the Prophet with Is That Where Ya Love At? Give y'all thoughts.
Yeah. There was a time I felt so deprived I couldn't understand all the feelings inside. There was a time I felt like I died. There was them nights I just stayed up and cried. There was a time I took a few shots. I had to stay humble and swallow my pride. There was a time I had to take all of the love back. Like shit, is that where your love at? Yeah. Look, been the man since day one. They're not fucking with me. They wanna copy my lifestyle. Know this shit come with a fee. I am the one for the games. I do not come here to play. Yeah, I never pick up a fool, you know I'ma finish my plate. Ahead of the game, I'ma just stay in my lane. Nah, fuck that, I'm a crash course on the highway, cause you know I really need all of that. Running shit like a quarterback, number one, never going back. She was at my door like I ordered that, no cap shit, yeah, it's all facts. Yeah, it's all facts with me. If you stick around and hold me down, do you win my heart for free? Never make this hard for me, never do this partially. Never put my name with these lames, cause all of this shit the same, I swear. Niggas telling me this bullshit, I don't care. First thing I learned about this life is never fair. Next thing I learned, always keep what you earned. And them scars, they gon' burn, but you gotta keep it moving. Creep low, I'm crying with it. Never slip cause I slide with it. Thank God I'm alive with it. Got big money on the line with it. I'm a big
appreciate
dog,
that. It's just electrocuted.
Take a look in a nigga eyes, I'm the truth. I'm the main feature, the bigger leader. My senorita, nice to meet ya. I'm off the meter, no I don't need a Mona Lisa. I pay my fee up, I ran clean, I'm out that beater. This a two-seater and she ride with me. And for a soul, I won't fold. All that lame shit is old. All my stones turn to gold, nigga, you know how it go. I'm from the shine, so we gon' take it to the mo. I went from doing what I can, now I'm doing what I want. Yeah, that was a time I felt so deprived I couldn't understand all the feelings inside. There was some times I felt like I died. There was some nights I just stayed up and cried. There was some times I took a few shots. I had to stay humble and swallow my pride. There was some times I had to take all of the love back. Like, is that where your love at? Yeah, is that where your love at? Yeah, I had to push my pride to the side. Yeah, is that where your love at?
No matter where the love at, it's a lot of the guitar when you begin listening to the song, and I know that you love that. People be like, hey, Michael Jackson, man, what the heck? Can you give me my gloves back? I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna do, but a lot of big people finna think and they verb that, gonna verb that, you verb that, but up. All right, what do you guys think about that? When attending and our feedback is welcome. First and foremost, 3 minutes and 4 seconds. We of course appreciate that. I think people already know what I'm gonna say usually, right? Even though we got to 3 minutes and 4 seconds, there's always that part of me that wants to feel like we have a you know, potentially 3-verse kind of situation, really something that feels like a full-on song. But there's a journey still within what we're hearing now, right? You can see or visualize a little bit of a music video that, like, walking from one location to the next while things happen around the artist, you know, type of scenario, which I would absolutely love. Hold on, let me turn this on. You know, absolutely love the overall production, you know, within there, as it, you know, grew over time and did become something that I feel like, you know, could be epic or whatnot. Again, if we're ever able to translate any of y'all records into live performance, you know, kind of scenarios, you know, with a live band, it'll always be the best version of any song. That's why you guys will hear me talk about it a lot. I'm trying to get you guys into that idea of eventually, you know, trying to you know, fully perform the songs as provided. But not bad. It could also utilize a good lyric video kind of situation, right, where you're just seeing the lyrics essentially, you know, pop up, which is something you guys can use for live performances as well, within these projectors that will often be a little bit behind you. What do you guys think of that? Give your thoughts 1 to 10. Any and all feedback is, of course, welcome. And I'm curious on if you have any personal plans for, you know, music video or anything yourself, as well as what number track on an album would you put this, right? There's an aspect of it where it could be an intro or an outro. You know, somewhere potentially, you know, in between, you know what I'm saying, those ends or whatnot, but not bad. You know what I'm saying? What's good, it's nonsense, you know what I'm saying? Send 3 tracks. So gonna use all 3 of my VIP skips, you know what I'm saying? One of those 3 after those, you know what I'm saying, I'll have left 2 is regular skips and stuff like that. You can, but hold on, let me see. then clear. I can hear every word. Switch ups, pressure. Gonna go follow you, bro, man. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. You need those elements of just really feeling it. You said that was hella dope. Shout out to Rec. Also appreciate the thunder that you are hitting me with right now. Now let me see. And you said, let me get over there. Yeah, appreciate the likes, man. Thank you for the support. I appreciate that, man. Let me see. I mean, that was a record. Like, knowing you, Rec, that's something that you would also hop on as well, potentially, right? I just know when it comes to the chopper flow, the things that you can easily get in. For me, I'm more standard, mid-tempo. You know, I can get on certain things or whatnot, but like, you flourish in that, like, let me, you know, I like to say, like, bone thug it up, you know, without the melodic, you know-ness and, you know, stuff like that. Let me also just make sure that I end this one, and then we'll be able to.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and
skip and clip one down. Let's see. I know we have, I believe, was it like a 2 song or something like that? Let me see. Hold on. Oh my freaking God. Here. You're gonna have to do it yourself because I don't have that time. Let me see. What'd you say? Where's my caramel, you know what I'm saying, flow people at? LOL, you know what I'm saying? That's what they say about me. Caramel flavored. Lisa said, man, Lisa, it's your birthday. Let me stop that. Stop your shenanigans. Give me a second, yo. I have to get these skip from, what is that? Red the Beat Bully. Hold on. Okay. You said you dropped a 2 songs. Is that in the same email? Well, I see one. I see the Spotify one. If you send a second one, let me know. I see the Spotify one though. Give me a second to try to load that one up. Is it Crack?
8 miles long.
Crack Miller. Hold on. Let me try to load this again, just to make sure that's the right one. Should be Crack Miller if I'm not mistaken. Oh wait, is this the project? Well, like, what am I going to on here? Because it's going directly to Prodigy. What are that? Let me know what the actual 2 songs are, so I know what we're going to say. Yeah, it's 2 songs, Cream and Tom Petty. See, like, what the heck is it doing? Spotify was going to something completely different. I don't. Are they on Spotify already, or what is happening? Because the link that you sent is not going to. The link that you sent is not going to it. So I guess I'll have to figure that out real quick. See, that was the album right there, but I don't see either of the songs that you. Oh wait, okay, there we go. I don't know why I was tripping. Hold on, don't play it yet. Don't play it yet. I don't know why they like disappeared out of my brain as I was looking at them. Okay, hold on. Let me hit this. I have forgot to put that for the Insta skip. Actually, we put this first. And then I'm trying to upgrade.
Excuse me, Mr.
And then I see you, Gilbert or whatnot. But do know it is 10 to skip. It's 10 to skip for one song, 13 if you're doing an instant skip, 15 if you're doing two songs. All of them will be recorded if they are paid. Otherwise, you are simply donating to the show. Thank you. But send the right amount if you are doing that so we can get it loaded up. All right. Got it. Record.
I just need you to. Can you please just go? We all eat pizza, so I make weird music. I got beats, so if you need them, PayPal me. You see me on the playground, just yeah, I'm a dork, but I stay grounded. They call me in cause I stay clowning. You wanna stay down there?
Okay, hold on. Appreciate that, man. All right, so the first, we already added it. First of two, you know what I'm saying? We have Red the Beat Bully with Cream. This is off the Crack Miller project. Give y'all thoughts on this. 1 to 10, any and all feedback is, of course, welcome.
When there's rain from the sky, you can see my tears.
You can see them falling, yeah. Hey, yeah.
I try to hide
it.
So you can see my tears.
See them falling, yeah. Yeah, I'm a master with the pen. See, I'm a danger to a page. I spent a lot of years really filling out my range. I'm breaking out my cage. To these lyrics, I'm a slave, but the melody's unchained. For the money, I won't change. I give them what they crave from the monster that they made. Created for the stage, then just left out in the rain. Am I great? Well, that depends. Are we talking about my ends? Can we base it off my friends or for the message that I send? Not if I drive a Benz, or how good I play pretend. Not the money that is spent. Success is right around the bend. I don't need to sleep to dream. Get mine by any means. Never running out of steam. I keep them hooked like I'm Kareem. Need the money, not the cream. Accumulate the green until it's busting out the seams. Just so I can feed the team. For the music, I'm a fiend. No concept in my schemes. Everything I do, you know I like to keep it clean.
When there's rain from the sky, you can see my tears.
Like the vibe.
And I try to hide all the pain, so you can see my tears.
Tears falling from my eyes like the rain from the skies. No, I never wonder why. I even try to wipe them dry. I guess I'm man enough to cry. Drain out the pain inside. And yeah, I might fail, but at least you know I tried. I really gave it all I got. If I had the chance to stop, I tell myself I'd rather not. I've already risked a lot, so can we talk about your depth? What makes you miss a breath? Has you tripping like you falling down the motherfucking steps? About your love and where it went. How far backwards that you bent? Did you spare them the expense and even save them from the I just wanna pick your brain, from the simple to mundane. See what knowledge you contain. See if we think the same about the strength that you regain. How you navigate terrain. Would you walk or take a plane? And what you're setting out to gain. Do you ever feel insane? What fills you with disdain? Tell me where it hurts so I can help relieve the pain.
When there's rain from the sky,
you see how he's singing with the chorus, y'all?
See my tears.
You got a few options when it comes to stuff like that.
I try to hide all the pain, so you can see my tears.
Appreciate the sub. Appreciate the
strong
sub.
Man is the one who is able to intercept at will the communication between the senses and the mind. That's powerful.
Appreciate that, man.
So I guess, even though, you know, I feel these things, it doesn't make me any less strong. Sometimes it's better to react with emotion than react in anger or aggression.
And he's talking on it, man. Come on, bruh.
People as men want us to be like rub some dirt on it. You know, there's no time for sensitivity, but that's what the world wants. And I don't want nothing to do with it. And I guess my version of being a man is a little different. Cream.
Cast rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Oh my God, it's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop. Okay, there we go. I feel like you see a title for a song, right? And if it's similar to something, you know, like Cream, right? You automatically think, oh, it's gonna be some Wu-Tang shit, like, you know, something, a remix of Cream or something like that. But no, you know, this one's a little bit different. A vibe, something chill. He has that, just like, as I said, a perfect style for just the deadpan kind of chill. Let me cruise. You know, just that morning vibe while I'm, you know, getting my morning coffee and just, you know, rapping at the same time, you know, type shit. I appreciate that. And like I said, when it comes to choruses on records, if you have a sample that basically is the chorus, right, and it is the crux of what you have, always figure out that way onto the chorus as well, whether you got to sing along with it or you are somewhere in between parts of the chorus, like having a little rap section or whatnot, just so you don't end up just standing up there on stage kind of doing nothing. But when it first was playing, you know, I did have it in my mind, like, you know, this would have been one of the rare ones that even if you didn't sing along with it, you know, probably would have still been, you know, fairly decent or whatnot. Just, it sets the tone, it sets, you know, the mood of, you know, a timeline, a certain era of music that we know. There's an artist who does come to the show from time to time, Nit Dog. He has a song that is almost of that same era when it comes to sample. I told him, like, bro, you got to make a whole album, like, just themed to that sound and era, and then make music videos where they're in black and white, and, you know, you're sort of, you know, playing off of you know, what we've heard within or whatnot. That's at least what I would do. You have a dope, you know, piano within there, so it's one of those things. If you're able to go in and do it, by all means. Nice start off to the album. If anybody was wondering, that is the first track on the album, so it does, you know, set things off nicely, and we'll see what he does, of course, in the future with that. Hold on, let me stop this one because I'm going to separate the skipping clips for each song. But give y'all thoughts or whatnot. I know we had Nick Flanagan said dope shit, Red. Like the melody and the vocal tone. Nick Flanagan was also saying beat already got bars within there. And you said, Madness was like, you know, hey, that's a good idea. Let me see, and just sent a project. Let me know if you like it or whatnot. We can, if you're doing a whole project, you got to send skips for that project. But we do one song per artist if you're in the free line, multiple songs if you are skipping a line, and various things like that. Just always kind of decipher what you are going to want. And if we have to basically play one from an album or something like that, you know, you better pick your favorite one, otherwise I'll end up doing one at random and we'll go you know, from there. But not bad. Hold on, let me stop that, restart it, because we got the second song. Again, these are both from the same project. He sent a 2-song back-to-back skip. This one is called Tom Petty. Again, if you are just now tapped in, we are listening to Red the Beat Bully. Give your thoughts on this. Both of these are on Spotify right now.
Hey, I put it on my back. I'm the type of dude that can rap it just like Jack. I'm a layer it like Max. Say I'm like Joey, how I'm spitting all that crack. Lean back now. Crazy with it, about to blow a bitch's back out. Mr. Petty, and you know I never back down. Smoking heavy, and you know it's something mad loud. Hating on me, they can kiss up on my hang down. If you ain't heard, baby, I'm the man now. I'm the man now. Yeah, baby, I'm the man now. Dodging complications by taking the medication. Yeah, the doctor knows the best, so I just roll it up and blaze it. But they called the cops and said that Red is misbehaving. I'm just having fun, cause every day is a vacation, yeah, see, I'm about to blow the spot up. Keep it real, I think they mad because they not us. See, I'm plotting, but they thinking they gon' rob us. We mobbing deep, no, I'm rolling with the shotters. Better worry about your pockets. Ain't no trouble, ain't no that's over designer. Do the worst and put the worst of it behind us. Keep it cool, you might mess around, get lined up. Fuck around, mess around, you gon' find out. You a pussy, probably scared of the vagina. Crack the lid like we sitting something finer. Leaving nothing but the bone like piranha. All grace when I handle the situations. You can hear it how you want, cause it's up for interpretation. Never seen a boss, my whole team's administrating. If they reaching, then we teaching, then we call it education.
We only read the skip line because the skip line will change whatever the free line would be, even if I told you.
Call me Bobby, cause I'm really about to steal it.
Yeah,
Call
right.
me missing songs by the way I'm diving in it. Strong arm and I ain't even need to spin it. They riding on McD's just enough to make me grimace. Keep it real, you a walking violation. So take leave and beat it, I ain't talking masturbation. How you feel, sun is shining like temptations. Been here and all it took was some patience.
Oh, what?
Always followed by the clap and they just
hold on, let me rewind it.
Talking
I had to rewind it a little bit.
How you feel, sun is shining like temptations. Been here and all it took was some patience. All they do is talk, but baby, I'm about to action. Yeah, I finished up my set, it's always followed by the clap and they just ride waves and blazing, cause I'm the captain. You could never take my place, it takes heart to make it happen. Now my baby wearing Prada. She call me daddy, but I ain't a fucking father. Locked in, she been with me since the bottom. She gon' slide and you don't really want the problems. Yeah, I put it on my back. I'm the type of dude that can rap it just like Jack. I'ma layer it like Max. Say I'm like Joey, how I'm spitting all that crack. Lean back now. Crazy with it, about to blow my bitch's back out. Mr. Petty and you know I never back down. Smoking heavy and you know it's something mad loud. Hating on me, they can kiss up on my hang down. If you ain't heard yet, baby, I'm the man now. I'm the man now. I'm the man now. Yeah, baby, I'm the man now.
All right, let me go and hit that clap button. All right. Once again, same artist, Red the Beat Bully with Tom Petty. Once again, that was Red the Beat Bully with Tom Petty. What did you guys think about that? If you got to hear the other song a few minutes ago or whatnot, if you could do a little bit of a comparison, which one would get you excited to listen to potentially the project that these two songs are a part of? For me, I thought the first one was just like perfect to start it off, to give us, you know, that just into your style or whatnot. This one does change it up a little bit in terms of giving it more energy. It's a little bit, you know, faster pace. You know, what would be that record to you know, be there when you're already woke up, or to get you up because of that energy. There is a little bit of repetition there because of, you know, just the way that you are, you know, rapping, you know, throughout or whatnot. It has that same, and you keep going, you know, within that same sort of sector for a bit. Change ups, switch ups are always something that I'm going to always promote to you guys on the show, so we can just give you the gist of what people hear. If ever you are on a record and you're doing the same flow or same melody throughout, you know, like after, we'll just say like after about 8 bars or so, our minds go to a point of like, okay, what else can they do, right? I hear what you're saying, I hear how you're saying it, but also we want to know if you have the capability mentally to think about more than just one idea in terms of your approach. Because some artists get too comfortable with that, right? They'll have a certain, you know, beat or whatnot, hear a very specific melody in their head. It may be 1, 2, 3 notes tops, and then they'll repeat that throughout the entire song in most cases. And y'all need to know, it does get a little bit predictable, sometimes boring to a certain extent. This one sort of counters that with the energy that it has, and you know, it's almost like you being on a train full speed ahead and just, you know, enjoying that ride throughout. But anything, whether it's a feature or you going in there and switching it up. Those things will elevate your record to something else or whatnot. Also reminded me of, like, you know, things we'd hear in between, something like Ye potentially would produce, and I don't want to necessarily say Common, maybe Mos Def, maybe Cole. It's like a half and half kind of situation. But I'm curious on you, Red. Out of, like, what is your favorite of the two? And you know, this is a project that you had just released or whatnot. So again, if you guys want to check out this project, it is the Crack Miller album by Red the Beat Bully. Nothing crazy in terms of the spelling of his name outside of Red just being all capital, and then everything else is, you know, spelled normally and stuff like that. No 2 D's or nothing like that. I appreciate you not making it too crazy for people to find, because why do we do that? Why is it that sometimes we just decide to change letters with other letters? Instead of an A, we put a V. Instead of a A, also we may put an X or some shit. You know, numbers instead of actual letters. Some people, they need to know how to really say our name like the first time and not, like, you know, mistake it for something else. So always be wary of that. Now, you said a slight redundancy, you know what I'm saying, to the cadence. And yeah, that's what I was referring to there and stuff like that. Shout out to, is it Mizey?
Is it Mizey? We need you now.
All right, let me jump back into potentially the free line and stuff. But technically, I mean, I must still activate your thing, Rec, as a skip or whatnot, because technically, I believe you would have sent enough between the gifts as well as the Cash App. So that I will count as a skip for you. We'll throw yours in, and then we should be right back in the free line. Oh no, Wreck-It Child is also, no, not Wreck-It Child. Nick Flanagan is also in the building or whatnot. Now, I know you have a song with him as well. And he has some VIP skips, you know, in the lineup as well. So hold up. Hold up. We'll get both of you guys in. You say yeah, this album is leaning into all comparisons, but still letting my heart shine through, man. Hey, Dash, what's up? That's what's up. Hold on, I'll put that in just a moment. What is which we got from Wreck? Psychotic and Wreck-It Child with No Go. Let's download this and drop it in the cusp. 1 to 10, any and all feedback is, of course, welcome on this.
It's competition on the track when we flow, bro. If you slow, have slow-mo. Hardest little bitches that be talking theoretical. If the blood's one gonna pop 'em like an edible. Saying I'm a lyrical miracle cause I rap fast, just stay slow cause the cover's not credible. I'ma slow it down so y'all can listen. Never mind that I'm better with the brazen intention. See these henchmen be my winners. Catch a body on a track, wanna serve my sentence. Get it? Body on a track, serve my sentence. Or are you too retarded to understand the culture with the shit we bring as the MC's drifting? Get it?
Yeah, you too.
Playing the whole way in the words that I flip and tripping. Push to the limit, trying to elevate myself, take a back, like a bitch, like I be pimping. Kinda murder with a real fucking chopper pill. Papa superhuman in the chill, cause I got a power pressure you can feel in the field. Nigga, how did that service on the living, get the thrill in the out of public quills and the pepper get a pill. That's your body break bed and the table and the spill to my partner. Peel at the pocket like my bird flying high, no lie. My guy gonna kill cause he got it. We come from an era where you clown if you so. It's competition on the track when we flow, bro. If you slow, go to half speed slow-mo. Before you start to run in your mouth, that's a no-go. No-go. That's a no-go. No-go. That's a no-go. No-go. That's a no-go. Better not be running your mouth, that's a no-go.
You really gotta learn what it means to be a lyrical master. Pass them, I'm too fast to catch. Give me the track, I'm mashing. One of the realest motherfuckers that ever happened. Ask them if I just happen to be happily rapping in the moon, rapidly attacking the beat. You ain't even seen half of the beats. Actually, I'm on the flow and going like half of the speed. I mean, look at the way that I be hitting every single one of these syllables accurately. I ain't even gotta tell them what I'm spitting my lyrics on the definition of what I'm acting to be. You couldn't get on my number because you lacking the reach. Going off like a motherfucker packing the heat. Extra fully automatic in the back of the seat. Heard him say he wants smoke, better pack in the sweet. My words are weapons, boy. I'm in my flow zone. I'm breaking them off, I can't help it. I turn into turbo, get it popping like ozone. I'm so out of my mind, I'm out of this world, I'm shutting it down. You got on the rock, it's a no-go. We are your favorite rappers, and it's okay if they don't know.
We come from an era where you clown if you so.
Every time this guy
on the track when we flow, bro. If you slow, go to half speed, slow-mo. Before you start to run in your mouth, that's a no-go. No-go, that's a no-go. No-go, that's a no-go. No-go, that's a no-go. Better not be running your mouth, that's a no-go.
I feel like both of y'all are potentially missing members of Bone Thugs, and whatnot, but especially Rec, man. I've always liked how he's attacked, you know, every beat that he's been on, right? He'll have portions where he can rap, you know, pretty much freaking normal, and then just let it go, you know, as if there's just a tornado in traffic for a second, and it's just like following the rules of the road, and then all of a sudden it's like, fuck this, I'm a tornado. So it goes in and, you know, and hits those points or whatnot. He does it very naturally, which is kind of hard to do. There are artists who I see trying to do this fast chopper flow thing almost all the time, and, you know, it'll sound like some of you guys are rushing yourself, you know, or just you write anything and then try to rap that fast. It doesn't work like that, right? There's a very specific, I think, sequence of how you should say words where we both can understand everything that you're saying, as well as can just see the skill and putting the right ones together, not tripping over yourself, you know, on, you know, different things like that. But yeah, you got in there. You're always the bread and butter of these situations, right? Like I wait for yours, even on the one with like you, Lex, and I'm not sure if it was, you know, Triple Stack or somebody on it. I wait to see what you're gonna do, because, you know, you just get in very naturally, and we always appreciate that. There potentially could be one more verse in there, give or take, like if you really wanted to, if y'all really wanted to. 8 bars each from both of y'all, or 4 bars each from both, making it the 8 bar, going back into like potentially like a bridge or something like that. It always depends on what you want to do, but you know, hopefully we'll be able to see some videos from something like that in the future. And I'm still, I mean, honestly, I'm still waiting on the one with you and Nick and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it literally
on the rhyme, but shut it down 10:30 because I'm going inside. Yeah, I should probably never rap again, man. I'm getting too old. Said every rapper.
I still had, I literally played it as we started out the show today. That's what's ironic about, you know, you haven't popped up. Both of y'all haven't popped up. None of you guys even knew I did that.
When these waxes are answer for what's wrong with the game. No damn support for the real ones.
But they
stay
were
in the end. These sellouts known as pilgrims.
Speaking of which, we will be hearing Nick Flanagan in just a moment as well, because like I said, he did send some of his VIP skips through, so we'll be hearing him as well. What do you guys think about the one with Rec and Psychotic? And like, primarily, man, do you want a whole album from Psychotic and Rec? Do you want, and any time when we do features, right? We're in a different era now, where before I think artists would look at features with artists as like a one-time thing, right? You know, you would have got at some point one Jay-Z and Nas record, never anything else after that. But we got more. We're in a generation where you can make a whole album with another artist and people love that. You can make 2 or 3 different records with them, and you know, people will absolutely love it or whatnot. So these days it's just, and you know, what the people request. If they want another one and they, you guys work good together, then you know it usually incites that possibility for an album and stuff. And then Nick said, you know, so make sure your lyrics show off when you can. Be setting up the lyric video and stuff like that. That no doubt. What do you say in that last beat switch on the CHRS, you know what I'm saying, also was the icing on the cake. The other thing is, right, you just come in, right? Every song that you do, when I like that, you are smart after the fact, right? You'll go in, maybe there's a record that's just standard how it is, and then you know, the smartest thing any producer can do is going back into the record and figuring out what extra production that they can also add to it. I've always told like artists to do that. Send your stuff back to the producer who made the beat, because they're gonna have extra ideas that they can throw, you know, on it. If it's just a little bit of a, you know, a drummer going ham, you know, for a second, a little bit of a drum riff, a guitar, you know, riff, some piano, some extra elements, those will always make the record feel that much more doper and lived in. And he always finds the right spots for that. Those are like the best things that I've heard sort of just be added to an already made sort of like standard record. But hold on, let me say a chorus. Oh, that's what it was. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I forgot the word. And let me go ahead and hit up Rex VIP.
This is the story by the guy named Chris who makes beats.
Appreciate
so
that.
Believe me, homie, I made this. I'm on Twitch.
Once again, we only
high grade clips. I like Sprite when I got that cherry limeade mix. I'm mighty morphin like a tiny orphan or a whiny dork. So get behind me, Portland, with high endorphins. Better hide your cordless as I slide this sword into your eye.
So again, on our show, primarily, we only read the skip line, sort of where we are in that, before we get back to the free line type shit. Because I've tried doing the free line, let me read exactly who's next, all this, but it would cause more problems than it would help. Because I'd be like, you specifically have 2 or 3 people ahead of your record, and then 5 people would pop up randomly and send skips. So now it's 2 to 3 plus the 5, and it becomes a whole thing. And you, right, in your mind, you're like, oh, I only got 2 to 3 people. That's give or take 2 or 3 minutes per freaking track. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. And then you come back to realize that people skipped in between those records, and it becomes a whole freaking thing. So it doesn't help. I've tried it before, trust me. As of now, we have potentially 3 skips from Nick Flanagan. I don't see another skip in the lineup right now. So after those 3, we should be back into the free line. Other than that, you can dictate where you go if you do skip the line or whatnot. So it just really depends on your patience as well. I'm gonna try to get through these as fast as possible. Let me see. You sent, I don't know the Nick. Oh wait, hold on. That was okay. Nick Flanagan. I got them. Let's throw the first one in so we can go ahead and get started. Again, do remember that we are live on all platforms at once right now. Tap in on your preferred platform of choice as we go through. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you for the share, by the way, Jaconda.
I'm on that king shit.
Make sure I follow you guys. Anybody on the phone?
King shit, I'm on that king shit.
This is All Hail.
King shit, I'm on that. I'm stepping out the castle, your boy is a total asshole. Rockin' robes 24/7 with golden tassels. You don't wanna fuck with me cause we can go to battle. You better hope that you can swim, my mode is not that shallow. But I am, everything I want is mine. Like why you think my queen so fine? Yeah, and you can refer to me as your majesty. I'm too smart, but got an entire kingdom that's backing me. I actually got a staff of peeps to spoil me. It ain't feeding me grapes, consistently showing loyalty with full body massages, no forcing. She does it joyously. Better go to war with Spotify for withholding my royalties. And all hail, here come the king again. And all hail, he trying to sing again. Slinging tall tales while fighting in demons. Must have been demented, no need to convince. Like all hell, here come the king again. And all hell, he trying to sing again. Cutting off heads, you never see the end. You never beat him in this game, you know what's the end. Yeah. And you'll never overthrow the throne. Swords are like retractable roofs. They'll open up your dome. Stay inside your home and I'll do the same in my house. Step a foot inside it and these nights will turn your lights out. Like how you even think you could test us? I got a roll for your ass. I suggest you be a jester. Consider it a nice gesture. For real though, it's gotta be better than sudden death, bro. You know what? I'm not feeling that civil. See that board with those holes? Yeah, put your head in the middle. Man, that's too quick. I'd rather see you in pain. See, ain't talking about high fives when I say that I leave you hanging. And I got you like, all hell, here come the king again. And all hell, he trying to sing again. Right? Slinging tall tales while fighting in demons. Must have been demented, no need to convince. I got you like, all hell, here come the king again. And all hell, he trying to sing again. Cutting off heads, you never see the end. You never beat him in this game, you know what's the end.
You don't know what's TDN. There's a lot of freaking people freaking who don't even know, like if they're gonna be peeing in the freaking toilet or they're gonna be freaking tearing all the freaking movies that they freaking talk first and then they sport you. What do y'all think about that?
I'm on that.
I want to hit the clap button on this side, but I know it's just gonna glitch if I do. So, first off, I didn't necessarily turn the camera around on the TikTok side for them to see the video per se or whatnot, just because it is, you know, lyrics or whatnot. They'll see a little bit in the back, but it's a very professional lyric video. It doesn't seem, and I'll say this pretty much all the time, like, you know, the ones that don't necessarily seem like it's just some cheap one from Fiverr and stuff, like, you know, we appreciate something professional, something that feels like, you know, if a label were to put it out, it'd be, you know, right on the money. And you want lyric videos, you want music videos, you want anything that you can potentially play in the back of you if you're performing at a live venue and they have the projector there for whatever you want, right? Your logo. But the lyrics are, I think, very important for that. It helps people connect with a song in a certain way if they can't quite understand certain things, right? Just depending on from, you know, where they're located within the venue. I don't know what everybody's situation is. But I know that every time I've seen artists perform with things like that, I've looked at them more professionally. In terms of the song itself, you are still consistent through and through. He is an artist who, like, I think every bar, you know, matters. He always sets up, you know, decent punchlines within there. And he'll do punchlines on records you don't really expect to hear them on. I appreciate that. I appreciate that from any artist who's willing to go in there and not necessarily make it feel like they've dumbed themselves down. I don't think there's an artist we've ever wanted to dumb themselves down. And someone like Jadakiss, for example, like, I've never heard a bad verse from him and a song that's he just phoned that in or some shit. And once again, we appreciate when you guys do that. Nick also has a personality that sticks out like a sore thumb every time he gets on a record, so you'll never be mistaken on, you know, who you're hearing. You know, just grows on you over time. This record is about 2 minutes and 47 seconds, if you guys were wondering. You know, just in case we're trying to get into that anywhere near like 3 minutes, or if you feel like something might be a little bit short. If you do feel like something is short, always let the artist know. Let them know to, like, go back and make an extended version, throw one more verse, potentially a feature or something like that in there. And if you guys want to be that feature, man, like, you know, the artist can always, like, even if they don't plan on actually getting one on there, they can do a open verse challenge and that's like the best way to really like let everybody go ham, see what they have. And you know, even just us participating in that, we'll still feel like we got something done even though we didn't make it on the actual song yet. And then, you know, just hearing you or seeing you potentially doing reactions to what other people have done, right? That'll be the icing on the cake, just to know that, you know, what your thoughts of each one is. And then you can of course ask your own chat and stuff like that. Let me see what we got. You got your other VIP, so I'm gonna go ahead and activate that as well.
This is the story by the guy named Chris who makes beats. Don't believe me, homie, I made this. I'm on Twitch. What's the recipe for high grade clips? I like Sprite when I got that cherry limeade mix. I'm mighty morphin' like a tiny orphan or a whiny dork, so get behind me, Portland. With high endorphins, better hide your cordless and that slide this sword into your eye.
And yeah, Mad Classic was you know, acknowledging the dopeness and stuff like that. Again, we've heard a lot of songs from Nigga but not Red. Also gave the gas and fire emojis on that. Hold on. And you said you like that he's so damn persistent. I'm saying we're gonna see a whole nother one right now. He can let us know. He said that last one was just him like messing around or something like that. What did you say? He said that one was just a fuck around track, you know, on some King related shit, man. Like, listen. So what's this? This is Disappear featuring Lexi Still.
I'm at a crossroads. I'm in between being a human and a lost soul. I've almost lost hope. That's why it's so important that I do therapy and I work on self-care, so I no longer carry these burdens with me. It helps to offload. I'm all broken into pieces. I'm feasting on beats like a vegetarian. You see me in streets. It's hey, nice to meet ya, but in reality, it's like I've reached a peak where I can barely fake an expression or care to make an impression. There's blatant connections between the way I'm alienating myself and I delve in depression. My health is descending to the point where I could be dead any second. And as much as it helps to get this shit off my chest, I'm dreading this message ever reaches my daughters. I don't want them to know the hell I've been dealt. I put an end to myself if I could guarantee that they never feel what I felt. But I don't suppose that's how it works. So I've chosen to be open and devoted my vocals to the search for the perfect words to describe and be a voice for those who know the hurt. I know it's so absurd, but if being outspoken serves as a way to bridge a gap for one hopeless person, I'm solely focused on that and there is no deterrent. No turning back, now I'm so determined. If I go out now, it's on my own terms. I know that I deserve it. I'm sick of feeling deserted. I'm certain that there's more to life than being a simple servant. There's also more to life than mixing with simple syrup. Call me old-fashioned, but this liquor's not burning like it used to. It's too smooth, built up a tolerance like a vest.
What up, Chris?
That not even these shots can shoot through. Not even trying to be too cool with bars. I'm not the best, but I keep tabs to improve, to continue till I go from hey, what's on the menu to rocking the stage or maybe owning the whole venue. I'm 6'1", but on a beat feel like I'm 10'2". I'm 10 toes down, chasing my dreams, keep it to 100 cause that's the highest living. Proof.
You gotta get some of that timing right sometimes. You don't want to disappear. Like matter of fact, you always get excited whenever Christmas near.
disappear.
Man, she has an amazing.
Sorry, did you say you were bumping Atari? That's a game system. Hey, listen, are we gonna?
Sorry about that, man. Hold on. I was trying to hit the clap button.
Sorry, that's a game system. Hey, listen.
So the other thing that I like is that I feel like he looks at words differently, right? When he goes in there and he raps, there are times where I almost feel like he will even rap like without a beat. He'll still be able to get in there and, you know, really tries to figure out the patterns of how he says, you know, certain things or whatnot. Within this one, I absolutely love, you know, that chorus, how you rap. There was only a few parts where you might have came in on a word or two a little bit quicker, right? Those kind of things you do want to be able to hear and fix, so nobody thinks that you can't hear when those things, you know, happen and that you're just, you know, offbeat. It's not it's not a situation where you're doing it on purpose and like, oh, I'm purposely trying to go off beat right there because like, no, it doesn't feel like that. It just feels like you are you know, really excited to get the bars down, get them in that right way, and you know, just kind of go ham or whatnot. So outside of, you know, just that, like, you were spot on, you know, with the content. And you know, when it comes to the artists that we do features with, you know, we do want the opportunity to be able to go perform live with them, bring them to, you know, the Grammys, or even when it comes to music videos, like, you know, hopefully having them there as well, right? So whether it's a like legit, you ask an artist for a feature, hey, I need you to hop on this record, what do you have for this? You send them the beat, they put it on the court. Like, that's what we assume what happens. And sometimes it is the like beat comes with the chorus, and you know, and you basically feed off of that energy and go ham, you know, from there. But in those, I don't usually see you even saying you're featuring an artist, right? So I feel like for the ones that actually say featuring somebody, like they do intend on like having that situation, and the artist does know that they're on the track in most cases. So I do hope that there's at least opportunities for that, because she is an amazing, you know, vocalist. Would definitely love to hear a little bit more from, you know, her as well. What do you say? But yes, it's definitely, you know what I'm saying, a great track, Nick. You said can't leave my fingers, you know what I'm saying, Malone or Alone. And let me see. And then, but yes, you know what I'm saying, definitely a good track. If I'm all thumbs here, you know what I'm saying, was a person and said that, LOL. And he said if it hit right on the beat, it have a solid structure, and so that's what I'm saying. And it's a tad bit ahead of the, yeah, so see, you were hearing basically what I was hearing or whatnot, right? Now and then Red said multis are fire, right? So, but as artists, all we ever have to do is one job, right? Make sure that we are dope on whatever piece of production that we are rapping or singing to, and then make sure that the timing, any kind of flow that we have is proper. Melodies gotta be, you know, solid. If we're just off key, if we basically give a vibe that, like, you know, I'm just kind of doing whatever, and, you know, any mistakes that are there, we don't necessarily care about. And even in the cases where, again, we do try, we'll try to get as close to the end of something as possible, mess up, have to punch in a certain area or whatnot, or, you know, just keep the mess up there. But we have to think in terms of, you know, while we are independent artists now, what if we were paid to do this right now? Right? Because the industry artists, they are technically paid to put together the albums, right? They're paid to get in there to that specific studio, work on the stuff. If you need this producer, bet, you know, but they want everything to be, you know, ducks in a row and everything pretty much, you know, in order. Often we have to show that we're worthy of that kind of treatment of, like, you know, an industry where you are paid to go to the studio and actually put together the song. you know. And in that case, even more, I don't feel like most artists today that do the shorter records, I feel like if you were paid to do it, you wouldn't do that, because you would get paid less for doing the shorter records. You know, they're just one verse, a chorus, I'm out, bye. That's not work. It's not work. I literally would not. I'd be like, nah, you died. You just put that one out for free then. You know what I mean? But like the work ethic, I think has to matter in all facets. Okay, one more time. Hold on. We got one more. Appreciate the follow, Sinclair on Instagram. Send me a DM that says Dork Squad. Dork Squad. Or like if you guys get to some of my posts, like anytime, like look, we're on all platforms, right? YouTube, TikTok, IG, Twitch, different things like that. When we do post any of our, because we'll be doing lots of skipping clips from the show, as well as some of the maybe bigger industry artists or movie trailers, things like that. I want you guys to make your way over to some of those posts. Just leave your thoughts. You know, one thing that I absolutely love is 2 cents from anyone. I will have whole conversations with people in the comments just based on, your thoughts about something and vice versa. I'm not just one of those people who I'm just going to look, hit the like, and then move on. Like if you say something, I'll respond. So, comment on things that do interest you within, let us know your thoughts. If I do see enough, comments on any given, post, and you guys are interacting, I may pull some of y'all names out of the comments, put it in a hat, so to speak, or the wheel that we usually do, and you guys may, get a free skip to send on our next episode, things like that. We'll see what happens. Christian Lord said, I like the song Raw Flow and Butterfingers and stuff like that, man. What up? What's up? What's poppin'? You know what I'm saying? Mr. Drake, he just keeps changing his name, man. Simba the Innovator. You keep changing your name. All right, we have one more VIP from Nick Flanagan. After this, we should be back in the free line. But if you guys do want to send a skip yourself.
Yo, nonsense and Sir Mike, this song's gonna burn like some hot sauce from Hot Ones in your eyes. Birdman will talk to an actual bird like I'm gonna chew through this beat like a termite. Don't make me put you where actual worms lie. Don't like my old shit, I'm thinking you were high. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view. When I'm cool, better act like you surprise. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries.
Well, hold on. I still gotta hit the VIP again.
This is the story by the guy named Chris who makes beats. Don't believe me, homie, I made this. I'm on Twitch. What's the recipe for high-grade clips? I like Sprite when I got that cherry limeade mix. I'm mighty morphin' like a tiny orphan or a whiny dork. So get behind me, Portland. With high endorphins, better hide your cordless as I slide this sword into your eye.
All right, this one is called Made It featuring Mac Heem. Tell us about this record, Nick, and then I'll see where we are at in the free Aussie skip.
I've been fortunate to be here, but don't take it like I'm satisfied. My goals seem too far to reach, out of sight and out of mind. But now I might be out of mind. Cause I'm just learning how to grind, how to work for what I want and how to climb, how to turn a quarter, ride a dime, never can I be outshine. Son and artist, I'm the hardest, and I'm carving up the market down and maybe charted, but I'm taking them out like garbage, like a barge got me barking, they just hungry and I'm starving as I'm starting to, I smart and put my money where my mouth is, that's what I call a bargain, they just snarling and barking, about to release the darkness, a fight up in this underdog and never be disheartened as I harken back to my past is honestly alarming, cause it's charming as I am, I know I wasn't hardly guarded, but I grew from out the garden like a weed never departed, to the point where I was harder than sharp enough for this moment where there's not a chance of harming me, and regardless, never been highly regarded, but I'll move the game for all it's worth and leave you missing on the garden. You can diss me if you want to, drew embarking with a marksman, a vocal arsonist, Stanley's arsenic, and I'm feeling like I made it, feel like the motherfucking greatest, feel like I'm high up on the A-list, in a spaceship, no playing, put me on your playlist, no skips, no playlist, no more shopping and payless, cause I made it, must be a glitch up in the matrix, but you ain't never been attend this. Yo, basic, it's amazing. This shit a hit. fucking made it. I feel like I made it. I came from the basement, I'm cut from the pavement. My partner locked 30 years in them cages. Life's a bitch and we all gotta face it. I wonder who paints it. Upgrade from minus 9 ballin' in the major leagues. Now let me rub it in they face like it's Maybelline. No work but just faith what it's make believe. Ice in a styrofoam cup, I can make the lead. What poverty that bother me, opportunity was out of reach. I feel like I can blow like a pistol. I ain't when you cock and squeeze. Real hard hit on my reputation came from the streets. Real hard liquor, the only thing that helped me sleep. Broke myself down, this is simple. Picking up every piece. It ain't nowhere in hell I can ever surrender or retreat. I use that momentum to pick me up, get me on my feet. I'm banging on the door of the industry. Like, yeah, let me in. I kept my place, but I'm a shooter like Reginald. I recommend you hustle every dollar that you ever spend. What with the devil, but I'm really feeling heaven sin. While I'm chasing dead presidents. I feel like I'm the greatest. Kobe Bean, the 09 Lakers. Clutch shot, give it to me, I'ma take it. Buzzer beat, throws up a I'm feeling like I made it. Feel like the motherfucking greatest. Feel like I'm high up on the A-list in a spaceship.
This one's gonna give this one's gonna give people all kinds of seizures, man.
Must be a glitch up in the matrix.
Like, I don't even.
But you ain't never been to take this. Yo, basic, it's amazing. This shit a hit. And I'm rounding the bases. How else can I say this except I fucking made it?
Hey, you buddy, you don't even know. All of the time when you freaking upon the ceiling, you gon' freaking go deep on the floor. You don't even know, like, where you gonna go when you don't really know, but you don't really know when you open it. Alright, so here's the thing. I want to talk about the lyric video first. Because this one is a little bit much, man. I can just tell that one, is definitely going to cause some, seizures and stuff like that. Because I'm not susceptible at all, but I felt like I was finna be. And so I had to start closing my eyes at certain points. Like, it's a little just, bright with a lot of the images that just, it just feels like things are happening every, second, and a lot of those, flashes do, come within or whatnot, right? And again, you do want to have stuff that is easy to look at. Yes, vibrant. We do like vibrant. That's not the issue. It's just more of how it feels like sensory overload, right? When we have that in audio form, it's like way too much going on in both the beat, the amount of things that the artist is doing. They have all these extra ad libs, and it's like just so many things all together. But visually, when it's like everything just vomited on the screen to a certain extent, and you're going through the wrong alternate dimension, it'll sort of like come out like that. I don't know what would need to happen to sort of change that trajectory. What could I potentially try? Let me see something right quick. Right.
How to work for what I wanted, how to climb, how to turn a quarter, ride a dime, never can I be outshine. Son and artist, I'm the hardest, and I'm carving up the market down, it may be charted, but I'm taking them out like garbage, like a barge, got me barking, they just hungry, and I'm starving as I'm starting to watch Spartan, put my money where my mouth is. I call a bargain, they just snarling and barking.
Not me, the thing.
Never beat his heart, and there's a harken back to my fast is honestly alarming, cause it's charming as I am, I know I
okay, so whole black and white.
Like we never departed to the point where I was harder than sharpening for this moment, with no knowledge to harming me. And regardless, never been highly regarded, but I'm
only works for me.
Leave you missing on the garden. You can diss me if you want to during barking with a marksman, a vocal arch that's Stanley's.
It is Thursday too, right? Huh? Yeah, it's Thursday. We could do Throwback Thursday today and stuff like that. We are back in the day in black and white all of a sudden. Anyway, song itself, good energy, something more trap centric. If you guys didn't hear a little bit earlier, I did say, like, he is one of those, artists that, can hop on pretty much any beat, be a little bit universal. It could be trap centric, straight up hip hop. And he will, adapt in the right ways, but always make sure that he is like really rapping, really trying to get in there with, double entendres, metaphors, like everything that you would look for out of a, lyricist. And, I just hope that that continues to be appreciated, over time by the many people who do, notice what you do. The feature had a decent overall verse as well. Didn't sort of like take the record down in any way. You know, there's always just many things that you can even add. 3 minutes and 17 seconds. If anyone was wondering when it comes to time on this. And like most of my criticism comes from the actual video itself, which is you know, cool. Let me see that. But the other two I liked a little bit better in terms of the visuals. I'd say the first one probably stood out a little bit more. Second one was just there, and then this one I think would almost kind of overdid it, you know, a little bit. So little bit of a downhill spiral there. Emergency dial by TJ. You gotta send it to my email. That's ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com. And if you think the black man lies and you won't listen to me,
be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com.
Let's go.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning. Waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is always like a unicorn.
All right, back into the free line once again. CGX Unnamed, you are up next. This is called A Little House Beat I Made. How can I improve it? All right. Well, I mean, that's not a name. I guess you just called it Project 135. You gotta have names for your things, though. You just said unnamed. Have names anyways. These are your babies. Yo. Little house. A little time when you got a little mouse. You don't know what the hell the fuck. Man, rapping to this would be a challenge for like Tech 9. Jump on the pain, jump on the pain, jump on the pain, you gotta either rap fast or slow. A lot of times people will tell me they always freaking past the whole freaking thing when they always like try to go and they smash the roll. Pancakes home with a casserole, haven't ever ate casserole, but you can try it. That's it.
That didn't really sound like it was supposed to end.
Does it sound or feel like it's a little too fast to y'all? Cause some part of me feels like it needs to be slowed down. Trying to see where the right speed is at. Either way, it really depends on what you're doing, right? The version that we have now, I feel like it's just sort of having like what, like a what's her name from Zelda sort of sound effect random, like the hi, or the listen. Again, it feels like something that would be coupled with anime elements, you know, within at a few, you know, parts within there. Obviously, I'm always going to want anything that you guys do, any genre, to be extended so we can spend more time with it. Even though I know some of the mixes that you guys do make in these genres, it goes from one to another, to another, to another. It's a nonstop kind of dance, you know, a party in most cases. You know, but I want you as producers, right? If you're in dubstep, EDM, drum and bass, whatever it might be, think about your production like you are the artist still. Even though you may not have words in there, you know, spend as much time within parts that you can sort of get in there, you know, switch up, change the tone, even the tempo at a certain time in the production, maybe even the beats. It really just depends on what you truly want to do. But in most cases, if any of you guys can remember that there are some artists and some producers that I've only been heard once by certain people, and they kind of just never go back or never really pay that much, you know, attention to whatever that artist might release. So if you only get that one chance, spend as much time as possible really trying to make every one record that you have be being the best record that people will hear from you, and, you know, just continue to go from then. It was short though. It was, you know, it seemed just like a little bit of a demonstration, but not bad. He said, yes, slower is better in my opinion.
There's a lot of times I wanna see, I wanna see. You don't know what you're gonna do. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, you give people, even just as a producer who wants an artist to get on something, you will allow us to have way more ideas with you having way more ideas or whatnot. If you only keep something just too simple, make it short, you know, some artists will be asked out in like the amount of things that they can do. And I'd argue also that, like, for the producers that barely even like put a part for like a chorus within their beat, you know, a lot of you guys are the reason why some of the artists haven't done it. You know, you only provide enough beat for them to really go in. Let me just straight up rap all the way through the thing and then get out. Because if they do that chorus, they're going to look at that as less time for them to do whatever they're going to do. You know.
Damn, Jupiter.
Anyways, Jupiter.
I love it, slow dancing, I love it.
That ocarina time, yeah.
The way you hold me tight, yeah, no other side. You make me wanna take your thumb on the side. So baby, you already know what I need. You know just what to do to satisfy me. Come hop on it and ride me. Roll it around, pick it up, don't drop it. Baby, don't stop, no baby, don't stop. Just come in real close until you reach the top. Then after that, me up like a balloon till I pop. Then after that, that water on my face, I wanna drown it. Baby, you know we bout to go for roundos. Now the love is getting rough, I'm pounding that pole. Now we cooling off, yeah, I'm about to go slow. Giving you love until you get enough. The way you make me feel, you know I love it. I love the way you make me feel, yeah, you know I want it. I love the way you got me feeling, I want it right now. The way you got me feeling, baby, I'm coming right now. I love to be slow dancing, I love it. And you be slow dancing, I love it. The way you hold me tight, yeah, you know I love the sight. You make me wanna take your time on the side. The way you make me feel, you know I love it. I love the way you make me feel, yeah, you know I want it. I love the way you got me feeling, I want it right now. The way you got me feeling, baby, I'm coming right now. I love to be slow dancing, I love it. And you be slow dancing, I love it. The way you hold me tight, yeah, you know I love the sight. You make me wanna take your thumb on the side.
Short again. I do remember you sending this one potentially yesterday or the day before. And what I said then was that, you know, it does still feel like there are a lot of things going on within this. When it comes to R&B, I do favor slow jams more than anything else. So if you make a club R&B song, it's aight, but the slow jams I always like because they test the singer out for real and the melodies that they're able to do. If it doesn't feel like something that we can play you know, when just chilling with our boo, you know what I'm saying? Our boo boo magoo. Netflix and chill, you know, background music and shit. If you don't have something that'll set the mood, it just doesn't get, you know, play within that sector or whatnot. And then at what point do you even, you know, tend to play the record? But it does sound like there are a lot of elements going on at the same time that do need to be dialed back and balanced so that we can hear and enjoy, you know, everything in its own aspect or whatnot. The production reminds me of like early R. Kelly and stuff like that, and he had some really good production. You know, when in a lot of his, you know, stuff, even the, you know, the ones he produced for Aaliyah and you know, just insert whoever you want within there or whatnot. I've always liked the production that went through. It's just like one specific element that you know reminds me of that. Not bad though. What do you guys freaking think about that? 1 to 10, any and all feedback is of course welcome. And again, I'm trying not to take too long on each one because I know we have a limited amount of time. We got at least an hour before we gotta roll out again. So I'll let you guys know where we are at. We will be back later on tonight if you guys want to tap on in on our later episode. Hold on. Okay, let me throw this down. These, and this. All right, Rob's with Walk in the Spot. Silent Hill. 1 second in, I already know. Y'all gotta know my ears. I know so much shit.
Walk in this pocket, study, I'm lit. Ops on the back, get left where they sit. Clip too long, can't fit in the whip. Talk on my name, everybody get hit. Hey, this that Jersey shit, man. Come on, let's go.
Let's see where he goes with it.
Nah, turn that up.
1, 2, 3.
Walk in the spot, get sturdy, I'm lit. Walk on my cup, I don't care who I sip. She shaking it fast, she gon' dance on the stick. Everything K, give a fuck who you with. Sippin' on walk, now my vision is bent. Brody gon' flock if I give him the hint. Ops tryna hide, but they living intense. Drove through the night, we don't care what it meant. Stacking the green, it ain't nothing but cash. Run up on me, we doing them bad. Body get zipped, he put in a bag. Heart cold as ice, I ain't never been sad. Man, you know my heart too cold to be sad, man. Come on, let's get back to it though. Walk in this pocket, study, I'm lit. Ops on the back, get left where they sit. Clip too long, can't fit in the whip. Talk on my name, everybody get hit. Move too swift, can't guess what I do. She off for Addy, she geeking on cue. Hang in the back and they already too. If we throw shake, then we spinning it through. Hop in the view, let it roar when I bend. One in the head, I don't need me a friend. This for the streets, I'ma join to the end. Fuck all the talk, we don't care to pretend. Walk in this pocket, study, I'm lit. Ops on the back, get left where they sit. Clip too long, can't fit in the whip. Talk on my name, everybody get hit. Dancing with demons, my soul in the smoke. Ops in the split, they all getting pulled. Life on the edge, I don't care if it's broke. One long step and it's soul getting soaked. Talk of the town on the name that they fear. Banging for real, don't cap for a tear. Look in my eyes, you see death in the clear. Everything dead if they stepping in here. Walk in this pocket, study, I'm lit. Ops on the back, get left where they sit. Clip too long, can't fit in the whip. Talk on my name, everybody get hit. Man, you know it's that Jersey drill shit, man. Everything dead till I decay, man. Hey, fuck all the ops.
I'm gonna take the button in 11 times. I'm gonna whip it up and I don't even really know if I'm a freaking tired that I'm freaking wanna give me glove until I'm freaking that I don't even know if I'm freaking.
Okay, so I am gonna be completely honest with you, right? Because when it comes to type beats, type records, right, they often push you guys into all the same flows and elements and just ways of rapping, which drives me to want you guys to do something a little bit more original, even on the typical type beats that we will hear from time to time, right? Like, you should not just immediately do what you hear other artists do a million times You have to be the artist to change it up and do that different thing or whatnot, right? And furthermore, when it comes to the samples that we do, you guys know it's a pet peeve of mine when you sample something that certain people will know and you don't even acknowledge that within the song. What do I mean by that? To give you a good example, if you know the song was an Aaliyah record, right? Let's say it was an Aaliyah record that was sampled and then he just rapped on it. Literally nothing that he said on the record would have been pertaining to Aaliyah or the name of Aaliyah's song or any other of Aaliyah's records. But the fans, the ones who primarily absolutely love whatever that is, if you acknowledge that it is an Aaliyah record and you go in there and you like, you know, have certain lines that cater to, you know, some of her song titles or the one that is being sampled, you know, that record will get promoted probably double if not triple the amount of times from those fans. In this case, you sampled Silent Hill, right? I am a huge fan of a lot of video games, Marvel, DC, freaking like, you know, what cartoons and all that shit. So when I hear something like that, right, I do expect you to go in and like kind of loosely base some of the lyrics, you know, on that Silent Hill shit or whatnot. Why not? Because if you don't do that, we don't even know that you know what Silent Hill is, and it's just a beat to you, right? But if it were a song about Silent Hill, but still dope within the context of whatever type of song that you want to make, right? I'm listening to that before I go watch the next Silent Hill, before I play Silent Hill again, before, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can become a part of our daily soundtracks in that way. You know, I mean, I made a song, you know, the reason why I'm very adamant about it is because I also sampled Silent Hill, but I sampled like the game, and one of the parts, you know, from that, and I made a song, and guess what my song is about? It's about Silent Hill. Me, if I got stuck in Silent Hill and you know, just the experience of being my dumb self within that, you know, context or whatnot, right? And I feel like it goes a little bit further, you know, when you can pay it, you know, homage or whatnot. You got to think about those that are also outside. I mean, there's a freedom to not being stuck in that mind state of like having to go and put all those other details, but I still think it matters. I think it matters for the overall context and then like easy promotion, because immediately, you know, you could still hashtag Silent Hill within the post and then probably, you know, get it out a little bit more. But, you know, what's the difference between that and then someone just taking your vocals and then like just adding any kind of sample, you know, to it for the thing. So you said need that drill energy. You said it almost sounded like a UK beat or whatnot. But I mean, like within that context, drill and that are often, you know, from both sides or whatnot. I'll hear artists in pretty much all of the genres who decide to, you know, make something close to drill within, you know, this same you know, format or whatnot. But we have to make it as different as possible, man. We can't just do the same thing over and over again. Am I right?
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
That is right.
It means you're safer sitting here.
Okay.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie.
Commercials! They'll corrupt your mind! Bad commercials! Bad commercials! Bad commercials!
Are you completely out of your mind?
There's too much violence on TV!
Yo, nonsense and Sir Mike, this song's gonna burn like some hot sauce from Hot Ones in your eyes. Birdman will talk to an actual bird like I'm gonna choke through this beat like a termite. Don't make me put statue where actual worms lie. Don't like my old shit, I'm thinking you were high. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view. When I'm cool, better act like you surprised. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries.
Alright, we got Mizzy Flexum. You gotta let me know how to fully pronounce your name. This one's called Vibranium. Vivarium.
Hop up in the spot, you know I'm moving crazy. Bad little bitch, she just wanna have my baby. This double couple tricks gon' make a nigga super lazy. When she throw it back on me, could tell that she wanna have my baby. Hey, but it's cool, I'm smoking, gassing out the way. Trying to flip these fucking pens and put the money in the safe. Keeping all my circles small, cause I know niggas can't relate. If you ain't trying to chase the bread, you'll never make it to the steak. God, I bustin' off the Deuce. To double shot her legs, I'm going through some mood swings. She took a nigga's soul, laid the dick like it was fruitcake. Had to double back on her to make sure I'm on top the food chain. Yeah, I'm a nasty nigga. I like eating pussy, playing with my action figure. It's a bad bitch, yeah, she bad, but I won't take a picture. I got a fucking amount of waiting just to take a nigga. God, these 223s gon' fuck a nigga up and take a soul. She bought a cab to spin the block, I know she want a bone. If me and my team ever go broke, spending niggas home. Get the product, call a key, you know he teach me through the phone. Yeah, and we like that. Let a nigga play with us, you know we gonna fight back. That nigga is a pussy, tell him running, he won't type back. A junkie won't get hot, he text my phone, I gotta type fast. Yeah, I'm up in the spot, you know I'm moving crazy. Bad little bitch, she just wanna have my baby. This double couple just gon' make a nigga super lazy. Throw it back.
The fuck? How you just gonna stop?
I don't know how I feel yet because it didn't feel like it was gonna stop right there.
It ain't nothing but cash.
I'm trying to figure out where the fuck I was just figuring out or whatnot. Hold on.
They kind of both felt like they were in the same, you know, genre more or less. You know, something that just comes through kind of freaking leaves or whatnot. This one was even shorter though for everybody who wants to know. 1 minute and 16 seconds. I mean, it really did feel more like a snippet, right? Because if you're still rapping by the time it's fading out, you know, initially you're still, you know, you're either just teasing as the song or you still have, you know, more to work on, you know, within there. It's okay. It's okay. I'd still want a little bit more within that, potentially like a feature, right? Give us some features sometimes to break up what may feel like the same energy of just you on a track, having that different voice signature. And you know, I think one other thing I haven't really heard on these type of records too is like a female, you know, rapper or whatnot, right? So like get on the search for like a dope female artist within the genre, have a little bit of a back and forth with her, because I don't think I've really heard that. You know, and I feel like that's a way to really bring something a little bit fresh to it or whatnot. Yeah, Christian Lord was like, pay homage to, I'm saying, yeah, give the nod to the original creator. I'm saying, like, why wouldn't you? Think about, no, just to go back to that other conversation, right? It's like, why, if you're remaking or remixing another artist's song, most importantly, if the record gets big, who do you think is going to be asked about what they truly think about it? The artist. If it gets big, they're going to be like, you know, like how much do they like it or not? If it just feels like their song was only sampled and the artist has no idea who they are, you know, you're gonna catch that that sort of, you know, kind of half and half. Let me see what this is. I don't know why it seems that starts so late into the thing. Road to Riches. Oh, you said skip to, oh, I got it.
Hey, shout out David. Road to the riches, my nigga, just know that me and my people, we gonna be straight. One paper chase, stay dedicated. These niggas be mad, but I ain't know that hate. Let me be great, tryna get paid, provide for my family, no more rainy days. Build up the safe, calculate cake, erase the hate, proceed to be great. Road to the riches, my nigga, just know that me and my people, we gonna be straight. One paper chase, stay dedicated. These niggas be mad, but I ain't know that hate. Let me be great, tryna get paid, provide for my family, no more rainy days. Build up the safe, calculate cake, erase the hate, proceed to be great.
Straight from the bitch to the head top, swinging that bitch like a barbell. If a nigga want smoke, we with all that. Tell a nigga my aim where you dreads at. Left your body down, nigga, where you head at. Where you play gon' be where you dead at. And I stay with my gun like a Mad Max. And them bullets be hot, you can have that. Nigga really wanna play, let's rock and roll. Fuck around, leave your body on side the road. Make a nigga wanna move inside your home. With a 357, yeah, black and chrome. Yellow booty real small, lead to crack your dome. Make it disappear like a Georgia dome. Give 15, call a Pat home. Fuck around, leave a nigga jersey red. And I'm been in my bag for weeks. And I'm been in my bag for years. Fell off for a couple times, came back and I feel like the man of the year. Came back, dropping hit out the heat, got some new dope, nigga, for your motherfucking ears. Good hands might knock out your teeth, only way you can eat, you gon' need some veneers. Good dope so loud, you gon' motherfucking hear it. Nigga, they'll have left your ass in the rear. I can do the magic, make your ass disappear. Call me Uncle Charlie, nigga, I ain't talking whistle. Take a nigga bitch, call me Russell Wilson. Leave him in the past, nigga, I can eat your future. I can beat your ass, nigga, I ain't gotta shoot you. Pussy ass nigga, where's your douche? Norbit ass nigga, where's your speech? Got sticks on sticks like I'm playing Call of Duty. Believe me, no threats, don't do what you do, man. I'ma shoot a whole clip, put the bitch on tube. Lights, camera, action, I can shoot a movie. 5 dudes, nigga, most motherfucking group. Coming fuck county and fuck Duke. They looking for me, nigga, catch me where the wolves be.
Road to the riches, my nigga, just know that me and my people, we gonna be straight. I paper chase, stay dedicated. These niggas be mad, but I ain't know the hate. Let me be great, trying to get paid. Provide for my family, no more rainy days. Build up the safe, calculate cake, erase the hate, proceed to be great. Road to the riches, my nigga, just know that me and my people, we gonna be straight. I paper chase, stay dedicated. These niggas be mad, but I ain't know the hate. Let me be great, trying to get paid. Provide for my family, no more rainy days. Build up the safe, calculate cake, erase the hate, proceed to be great.
On the road to the riches, you don't know when it is to go, when to go, when it is to know, when it go, you about to be. I like that shit. That's a banger right there. I feel like people definitely gonna rock with that one, you know what I'm saying? The beat is hard. You got a catchy chorus that, you know what I'm saying, is on there. It's easy, kind of, you know, is catchy for you to be able to, you know, kind of rap along, you know, with or whatnot. I think you hit the verses up, you know, properly or whatnot. And like, ultimately, there are times when I say, if you got a decent enough record, people will want to remake that, right? They'll keep the chorus in there and then just like add their own verses and stuff. And whether they do the chorus, like, you know, but keep your words and maybe add a slight different change. In those cases, when they're remixing it in that way, they're not trying to erase what you did, nor are they trying to act like yours didn't exist, right? They're just, you know, trying to make sure that they cater maybe some of the words to something that they would do or whatnot. Again, I'm a dork, right? And so for me, I have to basically Deadpool everything, right? If I get on a record, I have to turn it on its head a little bit. If it's out of like even the topics that I would usually, you know, talk about or whatnot, right? Even like on a song talking about money, right? Because I've never been that sort of artist to like, you know, let me floss on the record and talk about how much, you know, I got, right? I'd get on a song about money and talk about not having it, you know what I'm saying, primarily. And, you know, the fun or the stupid things that I would spend money on if I did have it, right? You have to figure out that way to get in there and sort of like make it yours while still keeping the actual song that is the inspiration intact. So I can see that. Let me see what we got next.
Please send your records to ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com or get ready to die. Ha 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 ha.
All right, Christian Laura, we got you up next with Soul Grove. It's Soul Grove. Let's go ahead and plop. This is the instrumental. He said no vocals yet. This is an instrumental. What do you do? Where do you go? Oh my gosh, I hate that this is... How do I move this without messing up this chord? Is that somebody like really playing the acoustic guitar? That CSI Law and Order.
Arizona
through life as a little bitty kid. There were like times where I didn't know what I did, but I would like be like, oh my goodness, I'm in trouble. Like all of a sudden I wouldn't have to with it. Freaking I was like trying to make sure that I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, but you know what, a mischief kid was always making sure that they get in trouble, and then the chicken with lipstick would have came through. There's a lot of things in life that you can't do. Also, your hair is fucked up, probably because you ain't got enough for some shampoo. You know what? I'm a damn fool. Looked up in this big sky, saw an angel. And people also know that everybody just wanna steal. I don't even know if I like want a record deal. I like that live band feel. What do y'all feel? Rapper or singer? Telling y'all, man. See, I like that kind of shit. I just do that the whole song? Like, nigga, when you gonna switch it up? A lot of people get boosted. Right about now, we are listening to acoustics. You cool with freaking people that tell me that I didn't really do shit. Matter of fact, where the hell did DJ Clue went? Listen, it reminded me of elements of the CNI Law and Order, but like, you know, just the acoustic guitar, you know, sort of like addition there, because there's that. Overall though, I love the live band feel of any record, right? If you can like make it feel like there's actually a real drummer in the cusp and they're playing it on top, like it's the icing on a cake of many, if not all, records that, you know, most of you guys would you know, get in there and you know, make or whatnot. Obviously there's no vocals yet, so I can't wait to see what will come of it, as I can hear either a rapper or singer. So you have many different options. If you're still looking for people to get on it, man, like, you know what I must say, look no further than social media. You know, have one of those situations where you are, you know, where you're playing the session of the beat or making it or doing whatever. You just have to be in front of the camera or behind. I always forget which one it is. You have to be in front of the camera, right, so we can see you. And then, you know, whether you're bobbing your head, whether you're acting like you can hear us and whatever we might be doing, you know, all of it works, right? Just because people love to try to have the best, you know, potential record in whatever the situation is.
Okay. Nigga, fuck you for. Yeah, in the back of the V with the thought. Send us all to the out the spot. You got blicked by a bitch, you thought. Send us 6, I'm sending up shots. Spend like 6 on some new kicks. Bitch, I want pounds, I want bricks. She with you, then why she on my dick? Took my G and put down my blick. Saw you in the jet, she ran mad quick. Niggas all talking, they spinning the trench. I got them shook, they spinning their heads. Pop out the cut, if you see bread. Sure they got butt, she might get paid. I like one up, bitch, and I red. She want me because I'm the best. She want me to feel on the bread. She got me, and she got no respect. All white nights turn red when I stop on their neck. Spark me wood, this shit got me pressed. World talk, nigga, you not no damn. Pull up and pops up, now she wet. Pull up and pops up, now she wet. Pull up and pops up, now she wet.
Yeah.
Damn,
I just wanna smoke. Relax, take a poke. Took a nap when I woke. It's that gas that y'all know. Roll up 16 G's or more. She want money cause she po. I might po a little more. Way too much.
I gotta ask my freaking doctor what it takes to be strange. I will hit you fucking rappers in the face with a cane while you on a fucking train watching snakes on a plane. I just don't know what the hell happened.
Where's the gunship?
All right, so the second half of this was mixed horribly. The first half was actually decent or whatnot. I was locked in there, you know what I'm saying, for a bit, chilling. You know, it wasn't too bad. And then that second one comes on, and immediately, you know, it doesn't feel like it belongs there. I feel like you were walking, you know, in just some vicinity, and then you just fell through a trap door that like it led to hell or something, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely make sure that you figure out the right transition. Right, the right song that something like that first half should transition to. You can't just add any two records together. It's a decent concept, right? As I have heard certain records from certain artists where they did try to do something similar, and some of those records did fit a bit better, where you want it to feel like it's still part of the same record, but also, you know, just adjacent a little bit. But yeah, that was a little bit brutal, I'm going to be honest. So do make sure that you get in there as best as possible or whatnot. All right, what do you guys think about that? Give your thoughts in the building or whatnot. We might play one more and head out just because we only got a certain amount of time. And again, we will be live later on tonight. Might be a little later than I'm planning on, but tap in, and tap in. Hold on, let me put the video up as we are about to scoop through. Anybody else who wants a record played after this will have to send a skip. So, good luck to you. Let me see if I can load. Nice little.
The sun is burning on my face as I sit upon the pavement way too long. Mediocre tattoo still there with the lyrics from my favorite song. There's some came away again. I remember why we were in the wrong. Glass shadow on my shins as I throw my telephone against the
Like 3 guitars and then
it. And then there's times I always like when I go through life with no friendship, no kinship. Matter of fact, I could do this show every day and you won't send shit. Know that there's a lot of like times where I would look at my mind and like try to define the fact that when I will try, I won't bench it. If I had the force, and a lot of times thinking you could get your music better, like if you had the dork on your side, like when I freaking try to survive, when I rhyme and I grind, and I want to tell you why that I like this record and video, my good sir. Not bad. Let me go ahead and take that down. First and foremost, like the song, like the video you got in there. I mean, the video is a little bit low quality, but it works, right? Because in rock, at least, right? In a lot of these genres, we think about that garage band version or feel of the song, right? You guys, you are allotted the sort of early versions that eventually you go to the studio and the label sort of funds your ability to make you know, something much grander within the record or whatnot. But I like the melodies. Felt like a record that would be out there and played right next to other artists and bands that we know or whatnot. I love to see you guys open up for like a Paramore, you know, a Blink-182, a Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like, you know, it sounds and feels like something I do want to hear more of or whatnot. So do come back to our later show. It may be a little bit later on freaking tonight or whatnot, but we will be streaming again. I'm gonna add this one to my playlist for now. And anytime you have, let's say, a record that I like that makes my playlist on one platform, make sure you make sure you send it again on a separate episode on some of the other ones. So it could be Spotify, you know, SoundCloud, different things like that. That way I can add it to those playlists as well. But I do want to hear more of your songs, see what other videos you might have. And also, don't forget to do, if you haven't already, like live performance, you know, footage, right? The things that you can sort of get both the visuals from the venue, but then like putting the actual song sort of, you know, behind it or whatnot, so we get the songs audio. Or if you can mic up the recording in the right way, we'll be able to get the vocals and music in directly and, you know, hear things from that or whatnot. But if it's just live footage from some random person in the crowd and they're way in the back and then they're basically just recording it from there, again, we're only getting a minimal amount of, you know, of what we can get, you know, from that. So not bad. You said my co-writer, you know what I'm saying, was involved in a lawsuit involving TikTok, you know what I'm saying, name, you know what I'm saying, as writer, and due to such, Spotify took down my music. Damn, wonder. You know, it does happen. And you know, there are different things that you sort of can do outside of like remaking the records with different production and, you know, rewriting it with different lyrics or something like that. But you know, don't let that get you down as an artist. Like this game is just, you know, hard enough, right? For those who like are even talented. I literally just watched a video with an artist who they spent over like 100,000 or so on basically everything. The music videos for almost every song, certain visuals, working with certain producers, having the perfect mixes. And I think when everything was said and done, like they ran into many problems where like Spotify was taking down certain tracks or whatnot. It was at around that time where certain companies were starting to take their stuff off of Spotify, TikTok, just certain things. And she had ran into that, but also when everything was said and done, I think she had only made about like 4K or something like that. It was a kind of low amount, still a lot, but not as much as she put into it, right? And a little bit of that is just feeling like, you know, the labels tend to block certain things, the platforms, you know, have all these things in place to you know, kind of just discourage a lot. Meanwhile, like AI at times are flourishing, and like, man, do not let that kind of stuff get to you. What I appreciate is that we'll have real artists, okay? Real artists. If you are a real artist who gets in there with your vocals, there's no AI involved, and you can even play instruments in certain cases, man. Like, cherish that. Know that the people still cherish that. Show yourself while you're making your songs, like in that environment of just being an artist, and let people see that footage, because that's what I used to get inspired by, you know, when I didn't make music, and then I started to want to, right? I was seeing the artist actually in the studio or on stage, and like really in that creation process, and you know, doing what I felt like, yeah, man, like all these artists definitely deserve their record deals. These days, I can guarantee, like, everyone feels like there's at least 20 to 50 to 100 artists that they know right now that don't deserve their spot. They don't have nearly as much of the talent. You know, they've said that these days it feels like more of a popularity contest versus a, you know, a talent. But like, I feel like there's a way to have both. If you're dope enough, you can become popular via that. And then, you know, you have the best of both worlds. If that wasn't true, you know, Joyner Lucas would have never been able to do what he did. Coast Contra, they are really, you know, good at rapping. Straight hip hop, they're starting to go viral, you know what I'm saying, over time as well. Like, you guys know who I'm talking about, so that makes sense, right? Norman Sands is another one. Just if we're talking about, you know, rappers. When it comes to bands, like, I feel like you guys will have it a little bit easier because you can play gigs pretty much anywhere, and you know, that live aspect tends to be really dope and stuff. All right, we are going to go back into, oh well, no, we have to leave, but we'll be back in just like later on tonight. I don't know exactly what time. Just look out for me. Make sure you guys sub to the channel and have a look out, man. Have a look out.
Paging Dr. Mario. Paging Dr. Mario.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is so